Gotcha. Well, I just did a sound test without intending to. Esbern, where are you? Yep. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Stormer Amiga Plays, and let's play some more of Skyrim Crossbows Only. We are here at Skyhaven Temple, where we are going to find out the secrets of Alduin's Wall and get a little bit closer to finishing the base game. So, also remember to put my gauntlets back on. So that's 40% bow damage I really can't afford to not have. What else do I get from them? Extra magicka too. Not as useful, but yep, because I do have to heal sometimes. Man, I just got to 34. I got a long way before another level up. Wonder if my next bonus should be Juggernaut or Well-Fitted. Whichever gives me more armor, probably. So go for Well-Fitted. Alchemy's got a while until I can take the next rank of that.
Alduin's Wall, so
also,
we need information, not a lecture on arms.
yes, let's see what we have. Look, here is Alduin. This panel goes back to the beginning of time, when Alduin and the Dragon Cult ruled over Skyrim. Here, the humans rebelled against their dragon overlords, the legendary Dragon War. Alduin's defeat is the centerpiece of the wall. You see, here is falling from the sky. The Nord Tongs, masters of the
nice,
voice,
congrats.
are arrayed against him.
So does it show how they defeated him? Isn't that why we're here?
Patience, my dear. The Akaviri were not a straightforward people. Everything is couched in allegory and mythic symbolism. Yes. This here, coming from the mouths of the Nord heroes, this is the Akaviri symbol for shout. But there's no way to know what shout is meant.
You mean they used a shout to defeat Alduin? You're sure?
Oh yes, presumably something rather specific to dragons, or even Alduin himself. Remember, this is where they recorded all they knew of Alduin and his turn.
So we're looking for a shout then? Damn it. You ever heard of such a thing? A shout that can knock a dragon out of the sky?
No, I've never heard of
I was
anything
afraid
like that.
you were going to say that. I guess there's nothing for it. We'll have to ask the Greybeards for help. I hope to avoid involving them in this, but we have no other choice. Right. Good thing they've already let you into their little cult. Not likely they'd help Esbern or me if we came calling. We'll look around Skyhaven Temple and see what else the old blades might have left for us. It's a better hideout than I could have hoped for. Talos guard you.
Look here, in the third panel. The prophecy which brought the Akaviri to town.
You know, she's kind of cruel to the Greybeards. It's like, you know, the Blades are pretty much a cult at this point, too.
You see their distinctive
About them being a cult, or... But everyone thinks that they tried to deny him his destiny, or... Told him. They set him along the path, yeah. Yeah, like using the Nemidium to cause a dragon break. How about you shut up? Oh no. Somebody sent me a picture of a cow and a pig that says best friends forever, and then it shows at the bottom a hamburger with bacon. That's cruel. And clogging your arteries.
You've retrieved the horn of Jürgen Wimkoller. Well done. You have now passed all the trials.
Hey,
Come
Joe.
with me. It is time for us to recognize you formally as Dragonborn. You are ready to learn the final word of unrelenting force. Da, which means push. With all three words together, this shout is much more powerful. Use it wisely.
Yep, true.
Master Wolfgar will now gift you with his knowledge of Da. You have completed your training, Dragonborn. We would speak to you. Stand between us and prepare yourself. Few can withstand the unbridled voice of the Greybeards, but you are ready.
I don't think we really did enough training.
Meis nu ismir dovadebrom daman da rock. Dovahkiin, you have tasted the voice of the Greybeards and passed through unscathed. High Hrothgar is open to you.
And then immediately shut closed because I've been working the blades.
Sky, guard you. Where did you learn of that? Who have you been talking to?
See, the blades help me find out about it.
Blades, of course. They specialize in meddling in matters they barely understand. Their reckless arrogance knows no bounds. They have always sought to turn the Dragonborn from the path of wisdom. Have you learned nothing from us? Would you simply be a tool in the hands of the Blades to be used for their own purposes? What I want is irrelevant. This shout was used once before, was it not? And here we are again. Have you considered that Alduin was
Nice.
not meant to be defeated? Those who overthrew him in ancient times only postponed the day of reckoning. They did not stop it. If the world is meant to end, so be it. Let it end and be reborn. No, not now. Not until you return to the path of wisdom. Forgive me, I was intemperate. I allowed my emotions to cloud my judgment. Master Einarth reminded me of my duty. The decision whether or not to help you is not mine to make. No, I cannot teach it to you, because I do not know it. It is called Dragon Rend, but its words of power are unknown to us. We do not regret this loss. Dragon Rend holds no place within the way of the voice. It was created by those who had lived under the unimaginable cruelty of Alduin's dragon cult. Their whole lives were consumed with hatred for dragons, and they poured all their anger and hatred into this shout. When you learn a shout, you take it into your very being. In a sense, you become the shout. In order to learn and use this shout, you will be taking this evil into yourself. Only Paarthurnax, the master of our order, can answer that question, if he so chooses. He is our leader. He surpasses us all in his mastery of the way of the voice. You weren't ready. You still aren't ready. But, thanks to the blades, you now have questions that only Paarthurnax can answer. He lives in seclusion on the very peak of the mountain. He speaks to us only rarely, and never to outsiders. Being allowed to see him is a great privilege. Only those whose voice is strong can find the path. We will teach you a shout to open the way to Paarthurnax.
Alright, outside to the courtyard. Yeah, very few uses. Oh really? I didn't know that. Anywhere or only up north? Cool. Well, yeah, but there's a more northern part of Skyrim than the rest of it. There.
The path to Paarthurnax lies through this gate. I will show you how to open the way.
Almost wonder if somebody cast a
Look.
You okay, Joe?
Va.
What happened?
Kor.
Sorry. Still playing Streets of Rage?
I will grant you my understanding of clear skies. This is your final gift from us, Dragonborn. Use it well. Clear skies will blow away the mist, but only for a time. The path to Paarthurnax is perilous, not to be embarked upon lightly. Keep moving, stay focused on your goal, and you will reach the summit.
Look! Bakur! Look! Bakur! Yeah! Yeah!
Huh, it didn't clear the skies.
Look! Bakum!
Huh.
Look! Bakum! Look! Bakum!
What I forgot to do, even though I said I was going to do it, I was going to make a crossbow that deals shock damage for dragons, and I forgot to actually make
Look!
it.
Bakum!
Okay, I'll do it before next session. Ooh, that was right in the dick. Well, no, okay, the little above the dick. Still.
Look! Bakum!
I got one of my bolts back at least. Two of them even.
Look! Bakum!
Poor little Billy Goat. Oh, and it's lonesome. That was a good shot. Wait, now I'm lost. This way.
Look! Bakum!
The best part about this is I have the Elder Scrolls, so we can actually do the fight with Alduin up here as well today.
Look!
Dremyolok, greetings, Wundernik. I am Parthenax. Who are you? What brings you to my Strunmach, my mountain? They see me as master, Wuth Onik, old and wise. It is true I am old. Tell me, why do you come here, Volan? Why do you intrude on my meditation?
I need to learn the Dragon Rin show. Can you teach me?
Drem, patience. There are formalities. By long tradition, the Elder speaks first. Hear my Thum. Feel it in your bones. Match it if you are Dovahkiin. I have spoken. The Rotmular waits. A gift, Dovahkiin. You'll understand fire as the Dove do. Show me what you can do. Greet me not as mortal. Ah, yes. Sosedo Vlostmul. The dragon blood runs strong in you. It is long since I had the pleasure of speech with one of my own kind. So, you have made your way here to me. No easy task for a Jor, mortal. Even for one of Dovahsos, dragon blood. What would you ask of me? Ah, I have expected you, Proda. You would not come all this way for Tinvak with an old Dova. No, you seek your weapon against Alduin. Yes, they are very protective, but I do not know the Thum you seek. Crosis, it cannot be known to me.
Is Croesus
Your
an apology?
kind, Jor, mortals, created it as a weapon against the Dove, the dragons. Our Hadrime, our minds, cannot even comprehend its concepts.
Because I know there's a dragon priest named Croesus as well.
Drem, all in good time. First, a question for you. Why do you want to learn this Thum? Pruzha, as good a reason as any. There are many who feel as you do, although not all. Some would say that all things must end, so that the next can come to pass. Perhaps this world is simply the egg of the next Kalpa, Lean Vokeen. Would you stop the next world from being born?
In a way, all the Skyrim remasters have prevented the next world from being reborn.
Paz, a fair answer. Rofus, maybe you only balance the forces that work to quicken the end of this world. Even we who ride the currents of time cannot see past time's end. Wulsetid los trahodis. Those who try to hasten the end may delay it. Those who work to delay the end may bring it closer. But you have indulged my weakness for speech long enough. Croesus, now I will answer your question. Do you know why I live here, at the peak of the Monaven, what you name Throat of the World? This is the most sacred mountain in Skyrim, Zokravak Struma, the great mountain
towers
of the world. Here, The ancient tongues, the first mortal masters of the voice, brought Alduin to battle and defeated him. Yes and no. Viknus Nikron. Alduin was not truly defeated either. If he was, you would not be here today seeking to defeat him. The Nords of those days used it was the Kell, the Elder Scroll. They used it to... not intentionally. Some hoped he would be gone forever, forever lost. Nay, I knew, which is why I have lived here for thousands. Tid Krent. Time was shattered here. If you brought that Kell with the Elder Scroll that was used to break time, you could learn Dragonrend from those who created it. You have it. There is no question. Go then. Do not delay. Alduin will be coming. He cannot miss the signs.
Oh, it's wibbly. Ugh.
Gormley! Running out of time. The battle...
Dar Sulthurse Alduin Ukri. Today Alduin's lordship will be restored. But I honor your courage. Krifwolf Akrin. Die now in vain.
For Scotland!
Yeah.
A glorious day, is it not?
Have you no thought beyond the blooding of your blade?
What else is there?
Battle below goes ill. If Alduin does not rise to our challenge, I fear all may be lost.
You worry too much, brother. Victory will be ours.
Why does Alduin hang back? We've staked everything on this plan of yours, old man.
He will come. He cannot ignore our defiance. And why should he fear us, even now?
We blooded him well. 4 of his kin have fallen to my blade alone this day.
But none have yet stood against Alduin himself. Both Sori, Birka.
They did not have Dragonrend. Once we bring him down, I promise, I will have his head.
Except
You
you're
do
not dragon.
understand. Alduin cannot be slain like a lesser dragon. He is beyond our strength. Which is why I brought the Elder Scroll.
Feldir, we agreed not to use it.
I never agreed. But if you are right, I will not need
we will
it.
deal with Alduin ourselves. Here and now.
We shall see soon enough. Alduin approaches.
So be it.
Taludis Ane. Him hind paliv. Zuu hindan.
Let those that watch from Sovngarde envy us this day.
Word of power learned, mortal, Dragonrend. Word of power learned, finite, Dragonrend. Word of power learned, temporary, Dragonrend. You know, it's kind of poetic that the words of Dragonrend are basically teaching a dragon how to die.
First, deal
Yeah.
To feed my
Yeah.
power, I come in Sovngarde.
If I
Yeah.
die today, it will not be in terror. You'll feel time, worm. I see it in your eyes. Skyrim will be free!
Uh-oh.
It's no use. Hold Alduin on the wing. Sister Hawk, grant us your sacred breath to make this contract heard. Begone, World Eater. By words with older bones than your own, we break your perch on this age and send you out. You are banished. Shout you out from all our endings unto the last. You are banished! It worked. You did it. Yes, the World Eater is gone. May the spirits have mercy on our souls.
My belly is full of the souls of your fellow mortals, Dovahkiin. Die now, and await your fate in Sovngarde. Lost food, you are too late, Alduin. Dovahkiin, use Dragonrend if you...
I do.
know it.
I missed.
My power has waxed, while yours has waned.
Wait, does Alduin always have ice breath? Oh.
Unslat Hokoran, never again. Use Dragonrend. One Rainsure. Now, Dovahkiin. Now he is... Please move, Dovahkiin. You have become strong. But I am Alduin, firstborn of Akatosh, Malagi Zoklat. I cannot be slain here by you or anyone else. You cannot prevail against me. I will outlast you, mortal. Lot Kongrach. You truly have the voice of a Dova. Alduin's allies will think twice after this victory. Yes, one of his allies could tell us. Matmahus. But it will not be so easy to convince one of them to betray him. Perhaps the Hafkasayun, the palace in Whiterun, Dragon's Reach. It was originally built to house a captive Dova. A fine place to trap one of Alduin's allies, yes, but your Sum is strong. I do not doubt that you can convince him of the need. Yes, This was ages ago, you understand. There were more of us then. Before the Bruniki, the Akaviri came and killed all my Zema. I used to visit him from time to time, nearly crazed by loneliness and captivity. Tiraz Sivaz. He did not even remember his own name. I do not know how he came to be caught, but the Bronyun, the Jarl, was very proud of his pet, Pak. The Hofkossayun has been known as Dragon's Reach ever since. I have taught the way of the voice for centuries, and the Thum since long before that. But no, Dovahkiin. Others do not come here to train anymore. Saran, you are the first in over 100 years. I meditate on the Rotmulag, the words of power. I counsel in their use. It is enough for me. Knowing a word of power is to take its meaning into yourself. Contemplate the meaning of a Rotmulag. You will become closer to that word as it fills your inner self. Will I teach you, Dovahkiin? What word calls you to deeper understanding? There are 3 to master. Fus, Faim, and Yol. It is called force in your tongue, but as you push the world, so does the world push back. Think of the way force may be applied effortlessly. Imagine but a whisper pushing aside all in its path. That is Fus. Let its meaning fill you. Sum Ark Mora. You will push the world harder than it pushes back.
Oh, I finished John's new miniature or new Morrowind episode earlier.
Don't suppose
What do you think?
enchant my sword? Dull old blade for belly to run.
No, yesterday.
May the gods watch over your battles, friend.
I serve Jarl Balgruuf as steward.
You have my attention. I must have misheard you. I thought you asked me to help you trap a dragon in my palace. I'm sorry, but I can't do it. We'll just have to keep fighting the dragons as best we can. According to Jarl Olaf, they say Numenex was the dragon's name. What you're at? You want me to let a dragon into the heart of my city? There must be another way. Alduin, the World Eater himself. But how can we fight him? Doesn't his return mean it's the end times? I don't know about such things, but I heard the Greybeard summon you. That's good enough for me. Now what's this nonsense about trapping a dragon in my palace? I want to help you, Dragonborn, and I will. But I need your help first. Ulfric and General Tullius are both just waiting for me to make a wrong move. Do you think they will sit idle while the dragon is slaughtering my men and burning my city? No. I can't risk weakening the city while we are under the threat of enemy attack. I'm sorry. Then I would be glad to help you with your mad dragon-trapping scheme. But getting both sides to agree to a truce will be difficult at this point. The bitterness has gone too deep. Maybe. What of the Greybeards? They are respected by all Nords. High Hrothgar is neutral territory. If the Greybeards were willing to host a peace council, then maybe Ulfric and Tullius would have to listen. Aye, Dragonborn. Maybe you can stop the dragons, and this war into the bargain. Now, if you don't mind, I've got a city.
I've never actually done the peace conference quest. I've always done the Civil War first. So I figured this was an opportunity to actually experience the peace talk quest myself. Ugh. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna be doing the Civil War quest line in this playthrough. So.
Alduin? We heard the Dragonren shout from here. You defeated him? I feared as much. I thought it was him we saw flying east after your battle. We are not warriors. What is overlooked in the Dragonborn is not permitted to any other followers of the Way of the Voice. You misunderstand our authority. The Greybeards have never involved themselves in political affairs.
Yeah. Well, Markhart, that's the thing is, as soon as Ulfric's there, he starts making demands immediately, before anything else is talked about.
I see. The dragon will lead you to Alduin, but without the Jarl's help. Paarthurnax has made the decision to help you. This is the road we have to walk. Even the Greybeards must bend to the winds of change, it seems. So be it. Tell Ulfric and General Tullius that the Greybeards wish to speak to them. We will see if they still remember us. Wind, guide.
Maybe he drinks wine, or port, or maybe. Well,
fletching suits me.
I don't know. I think he's Colovian, isn't he? So he would probably have drunk a lot of wine. Possibly, but Colovia is also where all the grape fields are, isn't it?
The winking
The vineyards.
sea's got warm beds and cold mead.
Are my men now giving free rein to anyone who wanders into the castle? Do you have some reason to be here, citizen? Right, Helgen. One of the prisoners, if I recall correctly. Hadvar's alive. I hope that's true. He's a damn good soldier. But he hasn't reported in yet, so he can't exactly confirm your story. In the meantime, why don't you have a chat with Legate Ricka? I suspect we... Besides, I'm sure your being imprisoned was all a terrible misunderstanding. Speak with Legate Ricka, the Greybeards. What do those old hermits want with me?
They're convening a peace council at High Hrothgar.
There's nothing to discuss as long as that traitor Ulfric is in arms against his rightful emperor.
We need a truce until the Dragon Menace is dealt with.
They are getting to be a problem. But I wasn't sent to Skyrim to fight dragons. My job is to quell this rebellion, and I intend to do just that. Dragons or no dragons.
See, the dragons are a bigger problem now. The best time to negotiate is from a position of strength. The Empire can't afford to snub the Greybeards.
Fair enough. We're driving the Stormcloaks back well enough at the moment, but we're already overstretched. That's what comes of trying to win a war with a bare handful of legions. If the Emperor would just give me the reinforcements I've requested. Yes, fine. I'll come to this Greybeard Council. For all the good it will do. He'd be insane to try. He doesn't have the men.
That's not what my scouts report, sir.
What could it mean? The return of the dragon?
More and more people are joining his cause every day. Even though they're stupid to do so, but you know. Yeah. The problem is right now it's a really bad time for Skyrim to be split into, you know, and I think they're trying to weaken the Empire even more, and then once the Empire is separate from Skyrim, the Thalmor can take over the Empire, and then guess who's next? Skyrim? And a weakened Skyrim without Imperial support's not going to last long against the entirety of the Elmeri Dominion.
You eat our food, you pollute our city with your stink, and you refuse to help the Stormcloaks.
Staying safe, I hope?
Yeah, and then especially after, you know, all the people who have died in the war, and, you know, Skyrim's been greatly diminished thanks to all the deaths and stuff.
Hey, you don't suppose you'd enchant my sword?
He's a true Nord. He'll come around. I remember you. You were at Helgen with us. Come to join the war. Speak with Galmar. He handles the new recruits. I'm sorry to hear that. If you change your mind, speak with Galmar. What does bring you to me? It's about time they turned their gaze from the heavens back to our bleeding homeland. What do they want? I have the greatest respect for the Greybeards, of course, and the dragon attacks are a growing plague. But the political situation is still delicate. Not all the Jarls are fully committed to supporting me as High King. I can't afford to appear weak. I can't agree to this unless Tullius himself will be there. Good. We still hold half of Skyrim despite everything the Empire could throw at us. I doubt the Empire has the stomach for much more bloodletting.
Is there a lot of static right now?
I'll give Tullius one more chance to quit Skyrim with his tail between his legs. And what would you have me do?
If he's not with us, he's against us.
He knows that. They all know that.
How long are you going to wait?
You think I need to send Volgruff a stronger message?
If not...
Delphine's here.
So, you've done it. Men of violence are gathered here, in these halls whose very stones are dedicated to peace. I should not have agreed to host this council. The Greybeards have no business involving ourselves in such matters. Peace? I doubt it. They may put their weapons down for a moment, but only to gather strength for the next bloodletting. They are not yet tired of war. Far from it. You know the ancient Nord word for war? Season unending. so it has proved. But regrets are pointless. Here we are. Take your seat at the council table, and let us see what wisdom we can find among these warriors of Skyrim.
So, Arngeir, is it? You know why we're here. Are you going to let us in or not?
You're not invited here. You're not welcome here.
We have as much right to be at this council as all of you. More, actually, since we were the ones that put the Dragonborn on this path.
Were you? The hubris of the Blades truly knows no bounds.
Delphine, we're not here to rehearse old grudges. The matter at hand is urgent. Alduin must be stopped. You wouldn't have called this council if you didn't agree. We know a great deal about the situation and the threat that Alduin poses to us all. You need us here if you want this council to succeed.
Very well. You may enter. Now that everyone is here, please take your seats so we can begin. I hope that we have all come here in the spirit
You
of...
insult us by bringing her to this negotiation? You're Chief Talos Hunter?
That didn't take long.
Here.
I have every right to be at this negotiation. I need to ensure that nothing is agreed to here that violates the terms of the White Gold Concordat.
She's part of the Imperial delegation. You can't dictate who I bring to this council.
Please, if we have to negotiate the terms of the negotiation, we will never get anywhere. Perhaps this would be a good time to get the Dragonborn's input on this matter.
By Izmir's beard, the nerve of those Imperial bastards, eh? To think that I would sit down at the same table with that. Thalmor bitch. Either she walks or I do.
What's the harm besides Tullius doesn't want her here
Maybe
either?
so, but bringing her here is a deliberate provocation. Tullius needs to know I won't be pushed around.
Let Tullius have his way. He'll have to give ground later.
It feels like a mistake to me. But I'll bow to your judgment on this. But she is to observe, nothing more. We are not negotiating with her. Is that clear?
Ulfric, why so hostile? After all, it's not the Thalmor that's burning your farms and killing your sons.
She's supposed to be on our side?
No, exactly. No. Not this time.
Now that that's settled, may we proceed?
I have something to say first.
Here we go.
The only reason I agreed to attend this council was to deal with the dragon menace. There's nothing else to talk about. Unless the Empire is finally ready to renounce its unjust claim to rule over the free people of Skyrim.
I knew he wouldn't be able to resist.
A temporary truce to allow the Dragonborn here to deal with the dragons, nothing more. I consider even talking to the Empire a generous gesture.
Are you done? Did you just come here to make speeches, or can we get down to business?
Yes, let's get this over with.
Are we ready to proceed? Jarl Ulfric, General Tullius, this council is unprecedented. We are gathered here at the Dragonborn's request. I ask that you all respect the spirit of High Hrothgar, and do your best to begin the process of achieving a lasting peace in Skyrim. Who would like to open the negotiations?
Yes, let's get down to it. We want control of Markarth. That's our price for agreeing to a truce.
So that's why you're here, Ulfric? You dare to insult the Greybeards by using this council to advance your own position?
Jarl Elisif.
General, this is outrageous. You can't be taking this demand seriously. I thought we were here to discuss a truce.
Elisif, I said I'd handle it. Ulfric, you can't seriously expect us to give up Markarth at the negotiating table. You hoped to gain in council what you've been unable to take in battle, is that it?
Meanwhile, I'm just pouring an entire bottle of alcohol into my cup and just start draining it.
Entirely out of character.
I'm not nearly drunk enough for this shit.
General, you don't intend to just hand over Markarth to that traitor?
This is how the Empire repays us for our loyalty?
Enough. First, let's be clear. This council wasn't my idea. I think it's a waste of time. You are a traitor to the Empire, and deserve a traitor's death. But I at least will negotiate in good faith. Since we're all here at your request, I'd like to hear what you think Markarth is worth.
How about Riften?
The rift would help secure our communications with Cyrodiil, and threatened Ulfric's southern flank. You heard what she said, Ulfric. We've made you a fair offer. Are you serious about these talks, or are you just here to posture?
I expected better from you, Dragonborn. I came here in good faith, and now it seems you help the Empire at every turn. As for you, General Tullius, I see now that Galmar was right. Talking to the Empire is just as useless as ever. If you think you can hold Markarth, you're as deluded as your Emperor when he signed away our freedom to the Thalmor. Skyrim will never again bow to your false empire. Let's go, Galmar.
Did I just fail the...
I should have listened to you in the first place.
Did I just fail the council?
You always were a fool, Ulfric. You're no better at diplomacy than you are in the battlefield.
Stop! Are you so blind to our danger that you can't see past your petty disagreements? Here you sit arguing about nothing, while the fate of the land hangs in the balance.
Is he with you, Delphine? If so, I advise you to tell him to watch his tongue.
He is with me. And I advise you both to listen to what he has to say before you do anything rash.
Don't you understand the danger? Don't you understand what the return of the dragons means? Alduin has returned, the World Eater. Even now he devours the souls of your fallen comrades. He grows more powerful with every soldier slain in your pointless war. Can you not put aside your hatred for even one moment in the face of this mortal danger?
A very pretty speech. But what does
Shut
it have
up.
to do with the...
If he's right about Alden, we both have just as much to lose here, Tullius. Remember that. Now, back to the matter at hand. Don't hand me a mug of sheep's piss and call it mead. These terms are still not acceptable.
I'm sure you have something in mind.
Damn right we do.
You surrender Falkreath to us. Sidgeir steps down, and Dengir of Stun resumes the Jarlship.
Where do these demands stop, Ulfric? Do you expect me to surrender all of Skyrim?
It seems I have no choice but to let the Dragonborn decide. Although I'm starting to doubt your fairness. What say you, Dragonborn? Spoken like a true daughter of Skyrim. I suppose that's the fairest deal we're likely to get.
You know, can I just shoot him in the head?
Jarl Ulfric, General Tullius, these are the terms currently on the table. Markarth will be handed over to
This is why I
Ulfric's
don't do the
forces.
Peace Council.
Jarl
I remember
will
now
step
why I don't
down,
do the Peace Council.
And Thungvor Silverblood will become the Jarl of Markarth.
Yeah, he's such a
Stormcloaks
whiny little
will
bitch.
withdraw from the rift, allowing Imperial troops
Like,
unhindered
Eddie,
access.
if
Jarl
mommy.
Rhaela Lawgiver will step down, and Maven Blackbriar will become the Jarl of Riften. Falkreath will be turned over
Like,
to Ulfric.
where's my bottle
and
with
Dengeir
filled
of
with
Stoom
mead?
will return as Jarl. You both agree to this?
The sons of Skyrim will live up to their agreements, as long as the Imperials hold to theirs. What about you, Elisif? Are these
Filled
terms
with
to your liking?
Blackbriar mead.
Speak up! I'm sure General Tullius is waiting to do your bidding.
I have nothing to say to that murderer. General, you've proven yourself a good friend to Skyrim. I continue to trust that you will do your utmost to safeguard our interests.
Thank you, Jarl Elisif. I appreciate your loyalty. The Empire can live with these terms, yes, for a temporary truce, until the dragon menace is dealt with. After that, Ulfric, there will be a reckoning. Count on it.
I never realized that.
We have a lot of work to do.
Giving up Markarth is a heavy price for this truce, Dragonborn.
No.
I hope it was worth it.
Jarl
She's
Balgruuf.
undercutting,
I'm
yeah.
afraid there's a
assume
problem.
you are
A
familiar with
serious
the
one.
Dragonborn plan.
I've discovered who the Greybeard's leader really is. All well and good, but did you know that he was Alduin's chief lieutenant in ancient times? Responsible for terrible atrocities. It's true that his crimes are long in the past, but justice does not count the passage of years.
It
The
should,
Blades
though.
have been hunting him for centuries, but he was protected by the Greybeards and then the Emperors. Justice demands that he die for his crimes. Until he is dead, I'm afraid my oath as a Blade prevents me from offering you aid and comfort.
Oh, I'm so
I
sad.
anticipated the problem. While you were arranging this meeting, I was busy in the library of Skyhaven Temple, an unguessed trove of lost lore. But the important thing is that the Blades recorded many of the names of dragons they slew.
Wow.
Cross-referencing this with Delphine's map of dragon burial sites, I believe I've identified one of the dragons that Alduin has raised up. Don't you see? By calling the dragon with the... He's not compelled to, but your voice in particular, I think it's very likely that he will be indeed. I'm no master of the Oda Ving, winged snow hunter, as I read it.
Yes, I'm ready to do my part. Just say the word, and my men will help you spring this trap.
But the difficulty remains how to lure a dragon to Dragon's Reach at all.
Well, that's an excellent question. You haven't overlooked that little detail, have you?
Nope, I'm working on it.
I can be of help here. Did you need something? That's all.
I hope this truce gives you what you need. It won't last.
As soon as I get back to Whiterun.
Yeah. See, here's the thing. When someone says something like justice demands, I ask myself, what would Sam Vimes do? And most of the time, it's not what they would that they asking him to do. Sam Vimes would very clearly tell them exactly where they can stick it. Or call them an inbred streak of piss. Alright everyone, that is where we're going to end off for today. That's season Unending done. We are approaching the end of the main Dragon Slayer quest line. So I don't think we'll wrap up next week, but it may be, in the next, or not next week, but next time, but it may be in the next stream after. And then of course, we've got 2 more objectives to finish. So I hope you join me for that. Thank you very much everyone. Have a great night. Goodbye.